I'm Juju Chang, and this is 2020 In Touch. Many of you were outraged recently when we told you the story of a Texas man who was sentenced to life in prison for a relatively minor offense. Jim Avala's investigation not only touched his life, but it helped set him free.
Dawn broke foggy around Huntsville State Prison, but for Tyrone Brown, who was sent to a Texas jail cell for life 17 years ago, his crime violating probation with a single marijuana joint. This was the sunniest of days. Finally, a free man, greeted by 4 generations of the Brown family, who after years of prayer and hearts filled with hope, now had a chance to celebrate his release. Pardoned by the Texas governor, Tyrone is now 34.
I feel like Superfly.
He was incarcerated half of his life for that unexplained and blatant example of unequal justice exposed on 2020 last November. It was a story of privilege in a Texas court where money and connections are not supposed to count, where we found one judge and 2 men from very different sides of the tracks punished in 2 very different ways. Tyrone Brown, a poor boy from a hard-scrabbled Dallas neighborhood, involved in a $2 robbery, put on probation, and then sentenced to life on his first and only violation.
When he said life and down, like my mind just shut down, you know.
Compare that to the story of this man, first reported by the Dallas Morning News. He's Alex Wood, son of a prominent and rich pastor and brother-in-law to an 8-term congressman. He got probation after he shot and killed someone.
Listen, there's been an accidental shooting at my house. There's a guy injured and he needs an ambulance, I think.
And despite even more run-ins with the law that included repeated cocaine violations, Wood never served a day in prison.
I'm Keith Dean. I'm judge of the 265th Felony Criminal Court.
Judge Keith Dean would not talk about why he sent one man to prison for life and another home free. We tracked down the judge and asked him to explain this severe sentence.
I just can't talk about it. The law won't let me talk about it. And I understand that you think that I can, but I just can't. I'm not allowed to.
Actually, the Texas Commission on Judicial Conduct told 2020 the judge could comment if he wanted to. Tyrone's story touched thousands. The governor of Texas received hundreds of emails, letters, and phone calls, every one of them asking Rick Perry to right this unexplainable and unequal justice. Even Judge Dean, who was voted out of office after our story aired, endorsed the idea that Tyrone be finally set free. Then, a few weeks ago, Governor Perry signed this conditional pardon, sending Tyrone home for the first time since he was 17. 2020 was there for the reunion.
I'm Juju Chang. For all of us at 2020, we're in touch, so you be in touch.